The mic wasn't muted? There we go. Much better. Sorry about that. Welcome to Stakes Puzzle Corner. We're going to be playing more Myst 3 today. It's been a while since I played Myst, like it's probably been a week, so I don't exactly remember what we were doing, but I think we finished an island, or like a zone or whatever, an age, however you want to call it. We will be going back to that. First, we'll be warming up as per standard with a crossword puzzle while we wait for people to filter in, so let's get going. Gives a nickname to many AMA members face-to-face exam. I don't know. Baja Resort briefly. Merc, some sort of smile maybe. No, too long. Where to roast chestnuts in a Christmas song is an open fire. The Wiz musical set in Oz, is it Wiz? Night morning person's opposite is a night owl, which makes sense for Wiz. I'm debating putting it there. Desserts that may have nuts and shells. Setting for a tiny gem. Gymnastics gold medalist. High five sound, is that like a slap? Oh, pies? For nuts and shells? Varsity team member. Dish with seasoned rice. I want that to be pilaf, but I don't know if that's right. Junk. Could be garbage. Puffed on a bird's head. I want that to be a plume. But then junk doesn't make sense for garbage. So like better. Poker buy-in is an ante. Makeup at a fashion school, say, like what, class? Shaving lotion brand whose name sounds apt. Sky route. Magician's bonus offer. Tornado warning sound would be a siren. Name that anagrams to Dacron. So all of these are D-A-C-R-O-N, I guess. Roncad. Japanese or Javanese? What, Asian? Islander? Gave out cards, like dealt. Put ends in D. Noract. Terminate. Authentic is real. Ain't equivalent. Wearable candy. A ring pop. Beach bird. Turn. Wren. Isn't probably for this. Boxing matches, like fixtures. Big name in skincare, I think is Olay. Sweat source. Or eye annoyance. Russian leader until 1917 is a Tsar. Tsar. Angel's headwear is a halo. Fight, I guess, for fights for boxing matches. I don't know what that is. Soy? S-A-Y-E? Oh, sty, I think? History of a dog variety. What, breed past or something? Keep out. Blank elbows with. Throw elbows? No. North Carolina headland of cinematic fame. Clear of. None. Idris Elba. Like, is it history of a dog variety? Is it breed past? Like, that's really weird. Deep fried American Chinese appetizer is 100% egg roll. Enthusiasm, excitement, glee, reason for an R rating, gore. What a musicologist who studies folk singer Joan earns. Like a degree, probably. Like a jet degree, if it's Joan Jett. Some are residential. Require is need. Enthusiasm. Chinese soup dumplings, aren't those wontons? I don't know. Come together. Haste makes waste, e.g. What, that's like a saying or like a proverb. Thingamajig. But a spoiler may spoil. I mean, it's a crossword, so it's either two ways. They either mean like a spoiler on a car, and it's like, you know, downforce or airflow or something. Or it's like plot lines or character something. The I in TGIF is its. Supports for drywall. Is that what? Strut. Structures near barns could be silos or sheds. Fizzy drink, soda. Aphids food. I thought they ate like leaves. Maybe silos is not right. Breathe silently. Like waves. Nods. No, I feel like I don't like silos or soda, but we'll see. NFL officials are refs. Sweetie, like Bay. Smirk, many AMA members. What is AMA? Like, all I can think of is Ask Me Anything. Like, River to the Caspian Sea. All I know is the Narnia book. Oops. Line of business. Campus figure with a list. Oh, Dean, I guess. Adage for haste makes waste. Thingamajig, like a thingy or a gizmo. Maybe. This could be a misread. Areas. Don't know what that is. Enthusiasm. So we're just like put in all the letters to see what looks good. None of these look like... None of those look good to me. So I'm like unsure. What those could possibly be. Don't know. We can wait like 5 more minutes before we get going. Let's see if we can get more of this done. Struts, joists. What would RR be? Like, that doesn't make any sense if it was struts. I don't know if I like silos and soda. I mean, a fizzy drink could be a soda. This could be shed. Breathe silently. Like, I want that to be waves, but like that doesn't make sense for the other things that I had in there. Wreck, like ruin. And then this could be not like nodded, but it's greet, not greeted. Is this wedding, marriage? Like, doesn't seem to make sense to me either, though. Like, wedding makes sense, but not just as the concept of marriage. Sky route, what, like airline? I guess junk can't be garbage. Scrap? What could this name be if it ends in D? A name that anagrams to Dacron. Don't want to learn a new word every day. uh No idea. Famous astronaut with that name? Why am I just drawing a blank here? Acorn D. Bran rod. What? Owl pies? Oh,
delicious.
What about this? Gymnast gold medal. That's probably Lee or something, but I don't actually know who that is. There will be more Myst 3. I'm just waiting for people to trickle in, like another 2 minutes or so of crossword, probably. Setting for a tiny gem, like a bezel of some kind, maybe.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Is this really Bay? That would make me very sad. Sweetie.
Oh yeah, it's definitely Bay.
This is a jazz degree? I don't know if that's true. Word before, it's age? I don't know if, Gizmo has to be right then. So what could this be? A musicologist who studies folk singer Joan Earns. AEZ degree. I don't know if I like that. I mean, I'm just putting in letters to see what like looks reasonable. What a spoil may spoil. That would be an ending, I guess. This is probably Estelle. Come together. G blank. L. Come together.
Oh, that's what it is.
Cosmetician louder. Oh, gel maybe. Or come together.
Yeah. And then what is it? Oh yeah, Estee.
Esty. I don't know who that is. Is this like a breed, like history of a dog variety, like breed past, which sounds really dumb.
It sounds dumb, but it's probably right.
That's very crosswordy. Rubs elbows with, or rub elbows with. A subtle glow could be an aura.
Yeah.
Keep out, what band maybe? Big time? ERA? Bean? North Carolina headland of cinematic fame. Fiend? I don't know what that is. I really want this to be a wren, but
H-bird?
yeah,
No.
could be a tern.
Arctic tern?
Yeah, that makes sense because then the bridge we get that. So this is a tern. Backstreet Boys. Aphids food. I thought they ate like leaves. Or Beck, Ruin. Broad City starred Jacobson. Launch into, begin. What could this possibly be? I don't know who a folk singer named Joan. Because presumably it's Joan something AEZ.
Oh, Joan Baez.
Oh. Okay. This is probably Abby then as a name. Broad City Star Jacobson. Smirk. I don't know if that makes sense with this though.
Oh, I don't like that, no. It could be Abby with like an I.
Yeah, maybe. What is the river to the Caspian Sea? AMA. Not ask me anything.
I was like, Redditors.
Baja Resort briefly. Baja California or Baja Mexico, but a resort there. Like all inclusive, 5-star or something. Oh, like athlete? Yeah. Behavioral quirk is probably a tick. So this is probably the pilaf that I thought it was.
Rice pilaf.
Starts with C. So like it's like this is ARO ARON, but I don't know what I don't understand why I'm just drawing a blank on an anagram. I'm normally pretty good at those.
Weird.
Rodent. Cronad.
That's a barbarian name.
Cronad the Barbarian. What lane? Air lane or something for the sky route?
Oh, that's stupid.
Can Rod. What can Rod do? I don't know.
What can
This is probably Asian. Terminate. Conrad? That makes sense.
Jesus
I'm an idiot.
I'm an idiot too.
Oh, we're close. I really want to finish it now before I start.
Like just barbarian.
Optician's bonus offer. Free fries. No.
Bonus lenses.
Well,
Glasses.
like, I mean, this is probably what free.
Free frames.
Oh, there we go. That makes sense. Shaving lotion brand whose name sounds apt. Makeup at a fashion school. Rent. Crest. A tuft on a bird's head. Makeup at a fashion school. Test? I don't know if AFTA makes sense there. Pest? Zest. Unsure. Junk. Schlongs. What?
It's definitely schlong, yeah. It could be. It could be junk is in a Venus.
Schlongs for junk?
No, you have schlogs. You
Oh,
know.
yeah, I do.
It's NG.
Schlong?
Just put schlong. Just put
I'm putting that in there. Is this wedding?
It's schlong.
I hope it's not schlong.
I hope it is schlong.
Support. Yeah, God, that works. That's studs.
You got some studs. You got schlong.
What is a structure near a barn then that begins with S and has a D in it? I don't know if I like
Sorry,
silo.
I'm stuck on schlong.
Wreck could be ruin. Wedling, if this is silos.
Is wedling someone who's just gotten married?
I don't.
A wedling?
It's just marriage. I don't know if that's.
Wedling.
Greet silently, nod at. Wedlong. I don't know if schlong is there.
No! I want it!
I don't think niece is terminate either. I think it's cease.
Oh.
What could. Schlock? I don't understand.
And then wedlock?
I don't understand. North Carolina head of cinematic fame. I don't know what fiend is. North Carolina headland. I don't know what a fiend is. And I'm not getting anywhere with these. Small bezel, line of business. Gives nickname to. Still haven't even done this. Smirk.
Something grin, maybe?
Yeah, that could be it.
And then happy with eye, maybe, yeah.
Smirk. Big grin.
I hate it. It's probably.
A ring bezel, probably setting for a tiny gem. Line of business that ends in GAN. Gives a nickname to. Face-to-face exam. Baja Resort briefly. God, I'm so close. I want to finish it, but what I don't know what the AMA is. What is an AMA besides a Reddit? Alberta Motor Association, Alberta Medical Association. I don't know. All right, I think.
Well, it's four letters and it ends with talking about Alberta, so it's dumb.
It might not end with B. I don't think it's big grin.
Oh, I want it to be dumb. I want dumb schlong.
It could be like nurse. I don't know if any of this is right though. Oh man, I've been doing this for too long. We got to get started with Myst, so I feel like I might just cheat for the last few. And where's the button that lets it tell you if you're wrong?
Cheat button?
There's like a button that will tell you if you have it filled in right or not, and I can't find it. Oh, it's because I have it on expert. I need to switch it to this, I think. Oh, so this isn't a ban.
No.
I'm gonna cheat and finish it because I want to see what the I need to finish it. It's gonna drive me crazy. Is this wedlock? And yeah, what
the fuck is schlock?
Schlock is apparently junk. Keep out bar maybe? Yeah.
Fear.
Beer. Aphids food, probably sap. Yeah, Cape Fear is a thing. I'm just cheating because I want to finish this off. Gives a nickname to like dubs probably. That might be right.
Dumb. Except B didn't.
No, it's not. Like docs probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oral?
No.
Is it Cali? No, it's not. This would be a slogan. I'm just cheating
A
because
sly grin?
maybe. Yeah. Baby bezel?
Fucking stupid.
And I'm missing this, whatever this is. Like, okay, there. Done. Cool. Cheated for the last little bit because it was taking too long and I want to get to Myst. So give me one moment and we will get into Myst. Yeah, I like the idea that schlong could have been an answer in a in a crossword puzzle. All right. There we go. Right. I'm gonna have to get used to the clicking again. We found this. Yeah, I didn't know the name of the astronaut. I just got Conrad eventually. We found this because we went to like the volcano land. Oops. I did not mean to do that. Right, so we're gonna have to go to like, was this so one of these other places, I guess, if I'm, because we like, these were telling us where, I guess, the like different ages were, and what their symbols were. I've got pictures on my phone that I'm probably gonna need. I don't remember which one we did already. We did Volcano Land. You know, Fireland or whatever. So we just basically gotta find the entrances, I think. And where would they be? Like, this is a symbol. So I'd expect another one to be over here. Right? You'd think that. Oh, what's this? Nothing that I can do anything with, I feel. I can't go down there, I can't do anything with this. Why is there just like a ball in the way? Okay, nothing I can do with that, I suppose. Oh, there's a different ladder. Oh, hello. We're probably gonna be able to like rotate the ball or something. That's still gonna be in the way, isn't it? Okay. I don't know, that was like almost entirely just guessing how that would behave, and it worked, so... Okay, I'll take it, I guess. I assume we're gonna get like another one of those puzzles that we press things on. Or not. It's just an empty hole. Oh, now that we've opened the door, is the idea to go roll the ball into the hole? That seems like it would make sense. Oh, that's not right. I don't really understand how this works. I was just sort of pressing buttons and it ended up going the way I wanted it to. The animations on that are very funny. I don't know why I find that so funny. I need to remember which symbol this is. It is the circle thingy. Allow me in. Oh, I have to go read you the ladder. Oops. There we go. Circle thingy. Now I can stand on the broken ball and do this. Okay, so now I need to find the pictures on my phone that are of the correct thing. Okay, so it's this one. The outside one should be like here. The next one should be in between these two. This one should be at the bottom, and then this one should be like basically here. Nope. How like pixel perfect does this have to be? Because it's gonna get really annoying. This is exactly what I have on my picture. Maybe this one is a little bit further down. Like the scaling is a bit weird. Like it looks like this one should be further over in my picture. Okay, yeah, okay. I was going by the little marks on the outside, which I thought would help me line it up better, but I guess you just had to make it a bit more pixely perfect. Amateria. Okay. In we go. There's gonna be some sort of ball rolling down this track, or like a... Yeah, this is absolutely like, we release the ball and it rolls down here or something. Can I go up here? I cannot. Nothing to click on. There's this. Oh. To find some sort of pentagon pattern. No, it's a hexagon. Why am I dumb? Hexagons are good shapes. Well, anyway, we gotta find a hexagon pattern. Oh, I can go down here. And we can also go over here. I like the music in here. Well, I mean, let's go this way. I like the looks of this, rather than the looks of down. Hexagon floor tiles. Those are like stairs. Can we go over here? Is there a different set? I don't think so. It's just, yeah, clicking at all, it just takes me here. I want to go this way, but I don't think I can. Oh, yeah, I wanted to go over there, but I can't really. So I guess we just go down these stairs. Little hexagon tiles. Lanterns, some sort of gems on the floor. More hexagons. Left or right? Let's go right. We got an elevator. I said I'm going to assume that's not going to work until we like power it on or something, but a ball. This is going to be like some sort of weird Rube Goldberg machine, isn't it? Where it like knocks a ball and knocks a ball and knocks a ball or whatever. Can't do anything with that for now. Oh, we found pages. My attempts to produce a carnivorous hybrid have limited success. I thought I was making greater progress, but the life that grows in the forest isn't like the plants on Narayan. It is much more tenacious, less susceptible to grafts. Perhaps if I try mixing species from the swamp? No, it cannot be true. Surely his journals deceive me. He says he brought them back. He says he's given his Dunny brother a new life. Oh, I already saw this. Yes? Yeah. Yeah, we're just slowly filling in the pages. Alright, well, back down, I guess. And we can continue this way. Weird chain lamps. Outside now. Button? Button, button. Who's got the button? Can't push the button. Can go around here, though. I've yet to find something I can actually, like, interact with, other than that elevator, but... I can get on this ball cart thing? Roller coaster track? Why is my whole screen vibrating? I really dislike that. These all make different sounds, which probably means something that I have yet to figure out. Oh, they're like weird portals. I hate them. Oh, God. I mean, presumably somewhere there's going to be something that tells me what does, like, what one needs to be what. And there's not much point in messing about with them until I actually understand what they do. I hate that. I hate that a lot. This is where I came from. Can't go up there. All of these just take me down other than this one. This one has a dead... Oh, no it doesn't. I don't like navigating this place so far. I very much do not like this area. Navigating it is weird. Don't really know where to start. The vibrating portals are very unpleasant. This age, I hate it so far, so... I like the music. Maybe I'll like it more once I figure out what's going on. I feel like the, it's gonna be very satisfying to like release the ball whenever we get to that part. And we've gone around in a circle now, so this is the sort of standard Myst age layout, it seems. So it's like a big circle that you can go around in. And we came to, there was a junction here, so maybe I should try going this way. See if we can learn anything over here. This is a thing. Hello. Except it doesn't do anything. Oh, I can pull that. Which raises me up. So I can stand on mountains. Does that just put me back down, or do I go higher? That puts me back down. Okay, so that's good to know. There isn't a third set of valves somewhere that I'm missing. What do we got? What? This seems to like trigger the Rube Goldberg machine, I guess. Just something shattering in that box. So basically this can be in any one of 3 positions, as far as I can tell. And in all 3 of those positions, something weird just happens in this trough that I probably need to go figure out before I can do anything with this. Because it drops a ball, and the ball like rolls in here and gets stuck. Probably because it's full of junk or something that I need to empty out. Because it's just stopping. And then it resets. So I feel like we need to go try to figure out what's going on at that like trough before we can do anything else with that. A little house. That is empty. What? Oh, am I making a ball? I don't understand. I made a ball. Cool. I mean, I guess my assumption is if I make the right one, it's like pulls down on this, it's heavy enough or something. No, like, interaction, oops, here, for things I can push on. There was that ball that I saw earlier that I even thought I should probably take a picture of this because it looks like it has a pattern on it, and that's probably relevant. That, I would imagine, is what we do to match this. And then, yeah, I need to go find that ball again. I think which was up the elevator, if I recall correctly. It was up in here. Yeah, that's what I was seeing. But I can only see one side of it. Oh, and this is the, like, trough. I don't see anything in it, though, which is a bit awkward. Like, if I move the gear, it just moves the fulcrum. It doesn't, like, move the whole trough over. I mean, it's got a singular blue corner and the other ones match. I can't really tell because I can't see the other side. It's the wrong way. So it's got like one of these. Oh, I want it to be like out front though. Can I not choose that? No. So it's either like this. No, those don't match, but none of them are the same size. I wonder if I like go. I heard a sound. Oh, it's probably the door. I wonder if I do something with this now. If that ball that I just made shows up somehow. No, I can kind of see it from this side too. Oh, it's the ball that I'm making is just shattering? So is this ball gone now? No, it's still here. What if I don't use any glass bits? Will it not shatter then? I don't know. Just drops a ball in there though. That's a different ball. It's like made of glass. Yeah, and then it just rolls down and shatters. I'm really confused. If if I put this middle one back on, I still am unsure what this tilty thing does. Ball rolls out. Good. It just shatters there. I'm just not sure what's going on. Ball. Ball. I mean, when it was over here, it didn't shatter. I mean, it did, but it shattered later. Because this little ball hits there and pulls that up, and then it rolls down and shatters down there. So, like, I feel like this is the position that this tube is supposed to be in, but I don't understand what I do with over here. Oh, this is like a weight? So like the different weight of this ball maybe will change. So these are different weight segments, I think. So let me see how this changes, and that's just like a counterweight. Let me see how this changes the behavior of this, if at all. So it went down. I feel like this is going too far down. So the weight is too much? Maybe? I feel like that's the right... That seems like a reasonable idea. I'm just unsure of how to deal with it in practice right now. So I assume the like lighter wood is less heavy than the dark wood, because that's just sort of my interpretation of how wood works, but who knows if that's actually true. Right, because then the ball drops, the counterweight releases. And that ball, like this ball goes in here and does something. Right, this should cause it to fall less far that way? Maybe I just don't understand what's going on here. Alright, so now so presumably this counterweight ball is still too heavy. If this is even how this works, but this is like the only puzzle I can really interact with right now, so I feel like this is what we should be doing. So let's make it as light as humanly possible. This is, if I understand this correctly, this is as light as that goes. And then we drop the ball. Too high. This doesn't seem to change its behavior at all, though. If this was like a weight-based thing, I would imagine that this would change very, like, readily. Right, like, that did the exact same thing, even though I've changed it from, like, the heaviest ball to the lightest ball. which makes me feel like maybe it's not that. Unless I misunderstand how the, like, colors work of the weight, but there's no, like, intuitive reason to assume the weight works differently. I don't know. Right, so, like, if I'm understanding it correctly, that was the lightest ball. And this is the heaviest one. Unless glass is heavier than I think it is, but I always, like... It feels like glass should be heavier than, or lighter than wood. I guess that depends on the wood, but in my mind, that's what it is. So does this change the behavior of the system, like, at all? Because, like, in my mind, these are the two separate extremes, and this doesn't seem like it's changing the behavior of the system even slightly. So I feel like we're not doing something right here, or maybe we're misunderstanding something. But I don't know what else we can't, like, interact with anything else in here. I feel like this needs to, like, lower the right amount to have the ball hit the thing instead. I mean, that's how I interpret this. Is that we need to lower this the right amount so that instead of, like, smashing, it just stays. But I don't see how we do that. And it broke again. What if we put it in the middle? Just shatters instantly. What if I made this lighter? Like, I think I had this on what I assume is the heaviest configuration. What if I put it on what I assume is the lightest configuration? And see if it changes the behavior at all? Feels like it won't, but... Maybe I'm just too used to, like, modern games where, like, instead of only a binary set of outcomes, like there probably are for this, because it's like a cutscene. They're not going to film every cutscene. Maybe it's just that, like, I'm used to, like, this being like a physics simulator thing, right? So that it would do it correctly. Like, it would be slightly different under all circumstances, but it's probably not, because it's likely just, like, cutscenes that they pre-recorded for various, so there's only, like, a set number of possible outcomes. So it's kind of hard to garner information about the actual order of things here. Yeah, it's gonna pull it down too much. We're on what I assume to be light. So having it on the left pulls it down too much, and this is going to pull it down too much as well. But then the other way does not pull it down enough, maybe? I don't see, that pulls it down too much. And bringing this over. Feels like it's gonna bring it down not enough. Yeah, see, like that feels like this. Now that feels like this. This side is too heavy, right? But I don't understand how it can be too heavy if I have it on what I believe to be the lightest configuration. But like that's based on literally nothing. That is just based on my like intuition of what looks heavy, which is probably a stupid thing to assume because I don't know what actually is heavy. Maybe these like wood balls don't behave the way that I would expect them to. I don't really know. And this, if this is a weight thing, which I assume, right, there's 6 choose 4 times 3 options. We could always just brute force it, I guess, but that sounds boring. But that's probably too many. Because it still looks the same to me, like it's too heavy. Because it's 60 different choices, which is certainly a lot, right? That's certainly too many. Oh, wait. I had it in my mind that because this ball looked like the upper ball that I had to make it look like a ball, right? There's nothing that says I can't just do nothing, right? That's what it would have happened initially, right? There's nothing that says I can't just, like, it was already like this when I was first playing with it. It was like, why did I assume that I needed to make a whole ball? Right, so now it's definitely not heavy enough. But it was too heavy before. So what if I just try putting, like... We'll put what I assume to be the 2... So there is a difference, I guess. So we'll try putting on what I assume are the 2 middle weight ones here. And then if it's too heavy now, or too light, we should be able to adjust slightly. Okay. It's too heavy. So now I guess we try this. If this is too light, we can add. Because either this is either going to be too heavy or too light, and if it's too heavy, we know we just have to move to a lighter thing. And if it's too heavy, or if it's too light, then we can add like the glass ball to it, I guess. Okay, so that's too light now. So 2 wooden ones were too heavy. 1 wooden one is too light. So if we add a glass one, if this is too heavy, I don't know what to do. So this should either be correct or too light. If this is too heavy, I'm confused as to how this works. So that was too heavy? Which is weird to me. But I suppose we can do that. I wish the testing procedure didn't take so long. Suppose we also have the ability to move the fulcrum back to the middle, I guess. Ugh. Too heavy. Too light. What if I go put one of the wood ones back on? This is going to take forever. Too light. Let's increase the heaviness by a big chunk. Especially now that we're using that middle fulcrum position. Much too heavy. Well, while we're here, I feel like we're trying to counterbalance that ball. Which, like, I don't know, maybe the nature of the ball is giving us a hint that there's like one glass panel. No, it's too heavy. I mean, I don't know. This ball is much smaller than like the one in there though, so I feel like the visual clues are not really a great indicator. Too light again. Well, if the ball is an indicator, oops. Could only have one glass one on there. But this is too heavy. Let's try this. I wish there was just sort of like any hint as to how heavy these were, instead of just guessing and checking the whole time. Now it's too heavy. This should be too light, but I want to look at it anyway. Much too heavy. I don't understand how this works, then. We're really confused. How can it still possibly be too heavy? Can I just never use one of the dark ones, maybe? But how can it possibly still be too heavy if it's off to the left like that? I am so lost. I'm gonna go look at that ball again. Okay, so if I'm looking at this ball correctly, this ball is like what, 7 parts wood and 1 part crystal or something? Right, so I'm gonna write that down, hang on. So the ball is 7 wood, 1 crystal. Okay. I'm gonna call this metal. Just so that I will make this like crystal or glass or whatever, just so that I have a different memory. So we've got 4 parts wood already on the bottom of this thing, I think, right? So what we now need to do, oh sorry, I was typing that out. So we need to get 3 wood and 1 crystal up top. However, we don't have wood. Or is this wood? I can't tell what this bottom is. It looks wood. That looks like wood to me. Right? If we had another one of these wood pieces, things would be good. But we don't. So I guess we need to figure out if like how much a wood is compared to a metal. So I guess we're going to be doing a lot of like writing down here. So you'll have to bear with me. Let's just put this in the middle, because that is like the most direct one-to-one sort of comparison, is when that's in the middle. So this is 1 metal. The 1 metal is too heavy. Right? So like 1 metal is greater than 3 wood, 1 crystal, is what I'm learning here. Right, so the only way a metal ball could ever work is if we had this on this side, right? To counterbalance the fulcrum this way. But that is not enough. So that so there's three options, I guess, right? Well, there's three positions for this fulcrum. There's one where it goes on the left, and we need to make this heavier than this ball. There's one where this goes on the right, and we need to make it lighter than this ball. And there's one where it goes in the middle, and we need to make it the same as this ball. We can't make it directly the same as this ball because we don't have enough wood pieces. So the only way to make that even in the center is if, like, one metal was something like 2 wood, right? Like they had a ratio like that where I could just cancel out wood. But that doesn't work, as we just found out, because one metal is too heavy when it's in the middle. If I'm understanding this correctly. I'm pretty sure the middle is not an option. So we can either try to make it much heavier on this side or lighter on this side, right? So one thing that I'm thinking... So what if but we've already done the, like, 1 wood, 1 crystal on the right thing, right? So if I do, like, a wood and a crystal... So this is 2 woods, 2 light. But if we move the fulcrum over to the right, 2 light is ideal here, right? We want this ball to be heavier. So this ball should be heavier by 2 wood right now. But we've made this side too heavy, still. So being heavier by 2 wood is not good. This is the only other way to make it slightly lighter. This is the only way to make it slightly lighter. Still too heavy. So the next step down is this, just 1 wood. And then the next step down is 1 crystal, and the next step down is nothing, which doesn't work. I'm basically hoping to exhaust all the, like, lighter than options. That's too light. So that's too light. But this was too heavy. So I think what we need to do is use the other way. And so I think it needs to be on the far left. If it was going to be on the far right and work, we've exhausted all the ways that we could make it light enough to do that. So 1 metal, oh right, I'm pretty sure 1 metal was too heavy over here. metal is not what we want. But we do need it to be heavier than 3 wood, 1 crystal. So this can't work either, right? I'm super confused. So assuming this is metal and it's heavier than wood, the baseline that we would need this to be is 3 wood, 1 crystal. Putting this ball on this side means this ball needs to be heavier. The only way we can get heavier is by using metal bits, right? And 1 metal is too heavy? Like, do we confirm that? No, 1 metal is too light. 1 metal is too light, but I had 1 metal, 1 crystal, and it was too heavy. So maybe I'm misunderstanding the lightness of the crystal versus the wood. Maybe the wood is technically lighter? Do we need to reevaluate our understanding? I mean, I guess I was just basing it off of feeling, not actually any sort of evidence. So either this is perfect or it's too light, I guess, if we need to reevaluate our understanding. So it is too light. Okay. And we saw that 1 crystal was too heavy. So is it wood? Is it wood, crystal, metal? In terms of heaviness? Oh god, I just forgot what we did. So this was too light. And then wood crystal was, and then metal crystal was too heavy. So what if we add another wood? Maybe we need to have our baseline not be a metal piece here. Because if wood is actually heavier, we could do like wood. I don't know, that's not because we don't have enough wood again. Or if crystal's heavier, I mean, we could do like double crystal, I guess is what I'm saying. Aha! There it is! We did it. I don't know what we did, but we did something. It like raised a bridge. Oh, and it gave us a pattern of dots. Of hexagons. Come here, hexagons. Okay. I guess I spent far too long misunderstanding that wood was heavier than crystal or something. I spent far too long misunderstanding which thing was heavier. I don't know, in my mind, like, glass seems lighter than wood, but I had no real evidence to base that on, and then my brain just got stuck with that for some reason. As being the thing that needed to be done. So, now I go back up. Oh, well, I don't know, I just didn't find it elsewhere then. This is the age I came from. Right, this is where I started. Where is my... this thing? Well, this is not the first time in a Myst game I've figured something out with brute force rather than the correct way. So I guess here's the question. Is it negative space that I care about for this picture, or is it the other way around? Right, like, so it's either these ones go down, and then these ones go down, which I guess isn't right, because that didn't do anything. Or the one that was actually shown, which is like this. Neither, because that didn't do anything either. Okay. Sweet. Got nothing. Okay, well, when we rolled the ball down, there was like a bridge that it didn't cross. It's like one of these ones, I guess, because the weights. Oh boy. Can't get up to any of those. So how is the picture I took not doing it? Isn't that's really annoying. It's the only place I've seen that pattern show up so far, and it has not done anything to press around on it. There's that symbol. Probably the symbol for the age or something. Oh, can I go up here? No. Okay. Can I go up here? No. Oh, there's a gate here. Hello. I didn't see this the first path through here. Or first pass through here, I should say. These are similar to what was on the thing, right? There's these like wheels with symbols on them. Oh, pages, hello. The memories flood over me too fast. They race around inside my head, filling my soul with despair, and the more I think about how nothing can be done, how no one can be alive outside his shield, the faster the fog rushes in. I can lose myself in the fog. When it's thick enough, I can let go and be safe. I can start to forget. But I must not forget. I must remember every lie they told me people, how they manipulated us all to get what they wanted. They told me they had come to fix my world. They asked me to arrange a meeting with the elders. The books they had carried with them showed other worlds, beautiful places where people didn't have to work so hard to survive. They told my people that Atris had written these books, that he had written Narayan, but he had made our world unstable. They said he wanted to make us slaves to the tree. They asked me, don't you remember, Savedro? My father wrote this world to teach us, to show his sons what an age shouldn't be. I don't know what to say. I don't know how it could be true, but why would they lie? Why would Atris have lied? The worlds they showed us in those books, the elders refuse to believe them. They say we cannot abandon the tree. For thousands of years we have tended the lattice roots. Without our traditions we will die. I don't want us to die. I don't. But Sirius and Nakanar said they would come back, Savedro, just like Atris once said to you as well. He said he would come back, but then he didn't. He didn't. And for that, you'll have to make him pay. Okay. Oh, there's another switch here. Oh, hello. We have an upper view of, this now. Oh, we start the ball rolling again. I don't understand. Okay, let's just see what happens baseline before we... At least I don't have to move for this one and keep changing things, I guess. I can do it from here. So it rolls into the left side first. I need to see that again. I didn't quite process it, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so it rolls into the bottom left side. So where the gap is. And then it just rotates all the way around and explodes. What if I put like a peg in there? Goes there, and then it rotates. I don't understand. Still don't quite get it. So it's going to roll into that bottom one. I wish I could skip this first part of this animation. I don't want to watch this every time. Okay, so it goes into the bottom. The one right behind it is blocked. Or pegged. Okay. So it rolls into this one, and then it rotates until my peg hits, and this outside thing. God, there's too much going on. My brain is being very slow today. And so it rolls into the unmarked one there. Hello, Viking Cop. Welcome along. This is not Blood Bowl, though. It is Myst. We're trying to understand how this thing works. I don't quite get it. So it rolls into the unmarked one, and then we rotate until the peg gets to the bottom. Yeah, puzzle stuff. Right, so, okay, so the ball rolls into here, and then this rotates until a peg hits the bottom, and then the ball flips to the opposite side. Then presumably rotates around again until the ball hits the bottom. My guess is that I need to get the ball in the other socket. I think that's how I understand this. So if the ball, so I need to get this rotated a little bit and then this rotated some so that it flips it into the other side one. Right, so if I had like a peg here, this would rotate here, the ball would be here, and it would flip into this one. So then if this rotates to like here, would flip into this one. No, at that point it would flip into this one. Okay, let me see how this works. I just want to see if I'm understanding this correctly. We're slowly making progress understanding how this works. Right, so the ball's going to roll into that unmarked one. This is going to rotate once, and it's going to flip into that left one there. Then this will rotate a whole bunch. And now it'll flip to the top left. No, it breaks. So it can't flip over the thing. Alright, so I've got to flip from the inside to the inside. I think. Alright, so if I do this, this will flip from here to here. And then I want this one, because this rotates this way. So then this will flip from here to, it will be here. Let's try this. This is racking my brain a little bit. My brain is not braining very well today. Okay, so now we flip over to that little white one on the bottom left. And now we're going to flip over to the white one on the top left. No, we don't. Why do we not? Why did that not work? We flip, and we catch it, and we rotate, and we flip. Oh, there's like little holes. I see. Wait till it stops rotating and I will show you what I mean. Why did it take me so long to notice that? But like, look, so this one, and this one have like bottoms, and these ones are just loops, right? So presumably on this side, so on this side the blue squares are good. And on this side the white squares are good. So if we do this, does this one flip by itself? The one that has like a locked peg in it, does that one always flip? No, it does not. Okay. We just can't use that one. I don't know why. Well then my first thought was trying to get the ball into there, which doesn't seem to be right. Because that one doesn't look like it has a bottom. So where do we have to get it then? We have to get it into this one maybe? Does that make sense? So it starts here, and we need to flip it. God, this is... I need, like, physical wheels to rotate in front of me rather than trying to imagine this mentally. It's very difficult for me. So we flip it here into here. So this... We want this to rotate in a way... Because we can't flip it over the top, right? It just shatters. So for like, if I do this, because this will, if I do like this would be over here. Like, let me try this. I can't flip it over the top, right? Because now the ball is on the outside and it's gonna flip. And it'll shatter on the top. Yeah, so we can't flip it from the outside. So we have to flip it... We have to flip it from one of these two squares, I guess? Can we flip it from this top one? So if we rotate 3, like this, will that work? Is that doing... What does that do? I'm just learning. We're just learning here. We're experimenting and learning. What happens now? Oh, that works. Okay. I have an idea. What happens here? Assuming I have to get it into the one that is marked on the left side. Right. Now that should flip. And it should flip it into the marked one. Well, then I don't understand where I need to get the ball. Is it on this other track? Did I just need to flip it again from this side? Is this what I just had? I don't even remember what that combination I just used was. Because that looked promising. Flip. Oh, but I can't flip from there. I don't know where the ball is supposed to go. At first thought was I needed to just like get it in a particular spot, but very clearly that's not right. So, can I like step over here and look? No? Okay. Well, I just want to see what happens. Put it in a random spot. Does it have to flip from that top one, maybe? No, because that just lets it roll over, which I know I'm allowed to do. I don't know where the ball has to go. Yeah, this is the bit I don't understand. Oh, do I need to get it to go along this rail? Or is that where it comes from? I think I need to get it to go along this rail, maybe, which might be this hole, maybe specifically. So we need to get it here? Is that what I'm learning? So it comes in here. Oh yes, and that's why this one is blocked. Because otherwise you could just put one in there and that would solve the puzzle. Okay, so I think now we know what we need to do. So if we just flip it over to this one immediately, we move it up one. this work? I just need to see where the ball ends. I forgot which way these rotate. I just need to see which way the ball ends. Or which way the dial rotates. Or where the ball ends up. Alright, so now we should rotate one. Flip it over. No, so that doesn't work. That's fair. Okay, so we rotate this one, and that'll flip it into here. We can't just rotate it one, though. Then if we were going to do that, this would be at the top. So we'd want to flip it from here. The ball would be here, so we need to move it 2, so we put it in that one. I think this is rotating this way, if I recall. I wish there was like a mark that told me which way it was rotating, because I always forget. I think that's right. Then this ball would be up here, and it would flip it into... this hole. Because we've only rotated it once. But this one would be here. Then we would need to rotate it once again, and then flip. Let's see if this works. I'm not sure if I remembered the way the dial rotates, though. So we rotate once, flips it in. This should rotate it twice, and then flip it to the other side. Oh no, that doesn't work. Because it's that peg again. I don't need to use that same peg again. So I think I need to rotate more than the once initially to just get that peg out of the way. So if I move it here, for example, it's going to rotate 3 times, and then this would just flip to here. So we'd have this dial up at the top, so white on the bottom. So these two would be the valid squares for it. And we want to get it into this one, I think. We would want to get it into that one. I'm just marking that for sanity's sake. The ball will be up here in a white one, and we want to get it into... Wait, I just lost... Man, this is really complicated. It's frankly not that complicated. Like, I understand exactly how this works, but I'm the type of person where I physically need dials to play with in front of me to work this out easily. Like, trying to visualize where it's going to be, I lose track of it really, really quickly. So this will be up here, and we flip over here. We have this, the radioactive symbol is basically upside down. We want to get it to this spot. The ball will be up here. So it needs to rotate 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I want to see where this ends up. I'm going to write that down though. Top and left. Okay, so that flips it over to the top. And this rotates down here. Oh, that was one too far, wasn't it? Oh no, that was right. And we want it to flip now. I've already lost track of where I needed to put that one. So this was right. This would flip into this square. This square would be here. And we need it to rotate 2. It'd be this one again, though, so that doesn't work. I don't think that works. Because I can't put the peg into the same hole twice. Flip. Flip. Oh, is that right? I think that's right. Yeah, there we go. I felt like that took me like a lot longer than it probably should have. This is going to be a second pattern, I think, of hexes. Yes. Okay, more hex patterns. Good. It took me a lot longer than it probably should have, and I'm sorry for that. I don't know, but I have these visual, like when they're visual like this, I have a really hard time visualizing what it looks like after a move has been made. Like I have a really hard time keeping straight in my head. Once it's like ahead of time, what the thing is going to look at, or what the position of the rotation is going to be, like 2 moves ahead, right? So like I can do one at a time, right? I can see, you know, this one needs to get to move to here, and then I look at this one and say, okay, then it'll be here. I need to get it to move to here, but then I forget how this one is positioned, and I can't keep them all straight very well. It's just not how my brain works. I have to eliminate the steps one at a time, basically. I have to be like, okay, this has to be this one, and then you put the peg there, and then you forget about that forever, and then you do the next one. Like, that's how I have to do it. All right, enjoy your errands. Okay, so now we've got 2 of these. Presumably there's another one, because I saw another bridge thing. Presumably there's another one. My assumption is it's whatever's going on over here with these dial, or these like weird portals that I hate. But I don't know how to like release the ball to make this thing begin. You'd assume there'd be some sort of button like over here somewhere that would allow us to interact with this system. You'd think there used to be a lamp there. Right, and that was the cage up. Let's go back to the entrance and see if the hexagon code we got does anything. Alright, hexagon code, do you do anything? I don't think so, because that picture was like blue or green. No. Unless it's like the negative space version, which I seriously doubt, because that would be weird. Oops. Oops, I missed one. Oh, that was right. Okay. So we got one ball done. What about this one? Excellent. 2 down. So we just need one more. presumably to finish this. Let's guess it. Maybe we'll be right. No. Oh, they stop. Or they go away when you do that. That's really weird. Hello, we should be returned. Sorry about that. Okay. So the, like, weird force fieldy rings are very clearly what we have to do next. So we've got to figure out what we do there. Oh, hello. Is this a ladder? This is a ladder. Wait, what? No, back up, please. Can I go down here? I can. Uh-oh. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go manipulate all those. I think. Oh, what the hell? I wasn't paying attention to this first bit. Where does the ball come in? I need to look at this again. Okay, so it just starts on the left there. Presumably I need to take it somewhere? I don't know where, though. I don't understand. I don't understand what those do. Oh, those journal pages. Focus, Avedro. You must not let the fog come and swallow you. There are long spells, I think, days, maybe months at a time when I can't remember what I've done. The fog rolls so thick around me, even if I hold my hand in front of my eyes, I barely see it. I strain and strain and strain, but nothing sticks, I think. I think his sons came to visit us twice on Narayan. First time Atreus asked me to meet them, he told me they would come through the book. He says they will not understand how your words fit together, but they will use them to open the shield. Narayan, he says, is where their lessons come together. Narayan is the sum of what they must learn. I remember Tamara was carving a spirit mask into the tree the day the boys arrive. She tugs my sleeve to get attention, points at a glide ship in the sky. I'm shocked by how young the boys appear. They look so much like their father, yet they're different somehow too. They're more impatient and they're angry to not be treated like men. I take them to our home. I tell them I'll teach them how to care for it. I say together we will encourage the lattice tree to grow tall. They ask me why they have to work so hard. They tell me, no, Saavedra, that was later. That was after Atris took them away. You know this because you see them starting to saying these things. They are older. Their faces have become angled and hard. They have grown up into men and something dark is in their eyes. They tell you to come back to fix Narayan. Okay. This one isn't lit. Oh, wait, what? I can click them. What does that do? Nothing. It just like disappears in the first ring. Which I don't quite understand. But these shapes seem reasonable as like something that's important for these pillars. But what is the first place that the ball disappears in? Maybe we go look at that one. Like the back left one, it just vanishes. Okay, so the back left one, I'm gonna take a picture of this when it's done rotating, so they have a reference of these shapes. Because I feel like that's important. A reference of these shapes. And we want to go to that back left one and see what happens. Yeah, you missed the first little bit. Where we found this place pretty quickly, and then we had a really hard time with balancing, and we had a hard time with rotating some rings around to make a ball jump back and forth. And now we're trying to understand what this actually is. This is going to be really annoying, though. In that I have to, like, walk all the way around every time. Like, it's really far. Myst 3? This is Myst 3. Did you miss the first, So you missed part 1, definitely, of, So it was this top left one, I think, that I was going to first. Yeah, so this is like so as far as I understand the rough story of this one, there are like 3 ages that I need to move away from this ring while I explain, because it's going to drive me nuts. There are like 3 ages that Atris made that were supposed to be like tutorial worlds, basically, for his sons when they were kids. There's this guy named Saavedra who believes that, like, you know, Atris and his kids killed his people, blah blah blah. But the point is, he kind of like co-opted these worlds, or these ages, and I have to like solve them to chase after him to get the book back to the age that Atris is making for the Dunny. Because this Saavedra guy stole it, so I have to go through these like 3 tutorial ages basically, but he's like manipulated them to make them harder. The Dunny, the like DNI people. So this, pretty sure this is the first one. And I wanted to look at the picture I just took of this. Okay, so it's set into this shape already. So what happens if I set it to a... This is the shape I think it looks like on the thing. Already. So that isn't, this is very clearly not the way to do that then. What if I do this? I really hate this puzzle already. Mostly because the sound is annoying. And that I have to go back and forth like very far to interact with it. Lost the ladder. There it is. But yeah, so we're in like one of the, we've done one of the like tutorial ages already. This is the second one. That didn't seem to change this. I was hoping that it would rotate the pieces up here or something, and it did not seem to do so. Oh, it's also the top one that I need to go through first, not that one that I just did. Those lights are lighting up? I don't know what that means. It's actually this top one that I need to go to first, not the one that I was at. So now I'm gonna go all the way back around, which I find very annoying. Which you'll probably hear me complain about more than once, so I apologize if that gets old. But it's so slow, and when I don't know how the puzzle works yet, all this like rotating back and forth is gonna bother me a lot. Okay, so it's currently set to that, which is the exact shape that this already is. So like I don't really understand. The only thing I can think of is like maybe I rotate to this and see what happens. I have no idea what I'm actually, I don't even know what the goal of this puzzle is. Ugh. That is some of the like fun of Myst though, right? Is like trying to work out what the goal of the puzzle is, because most of the time you don't know. Like, so that didn't change, right? This like that didn't change this at all. This is still the exact same as it was. So I don't understand, like this hasn't, I can turn that off. I don't know what that, but when I, the light, it just comes back on when I start this, so I don't know what that does. Yeah, so it still just explodes in that first portal. So the lights change sometimes. But I don't understand. Yes, that's what the other ones were like. So there's one over, this one over here that you can kind of see. These like track loops let you bounce. There's these two like flower shaped rings on either side. These track loops let you flip the ball from one to the other by running it along those loops. And you had to get it into a particular slot on the other side. And it started over here. So you had to like rotate it, flip, rotate it, flip, rotate it, flip back to get into the right spot. Then there was one, I think you can kind of see, and the other one, oh no, the other one's right here. So this is like a balance beam, basically. And you had to, there's a counterweight down here that you had to figure out the right counterweight and then the right position for this fulcrum to be, so that when the ball rolled down this, it didn't shatter. It didn't, because it was like made of glass. So it had to roll down this and then roll down the track the right way. So these are all about that. So this one, we've got these like 5 portals or whatever. Like they're like, these rings are like vibrating or making sound or something, and when the ball touches them, when the ball touches this one, it shatters. It just goes away, right? So if I click this, you'll see what I mean. The ball rolls down, and like in this one I can't manipulate the track shape. It's the same. It just goes blank and explodes in that portal. So I thought there'd be something, and I can go to those portals and like change what sound they're making. So and those sounds are the same shape as some of these. Like the shapes are the same as these shapes that are the options for the sounds. But changing, so my thought was, changing those would change the orientation of these up here, and that would allow the ball to like get passed around or whatever. But that doesn't seem to do anything, because like these shapes haven't changed position. So what I need to do is, I guess, change the sound portal thing so that it doesn't explode it. But I don't know how to adjust that. Like I don't know what is the correct thing to do for that. I don't really know how to interact with this puzzle. There's also these little lights that I can click on, but they don't seem to do anything, because when the puzzle starts, they just turn back on. That doesn't help. So if I go all the way out here, you can see what I'm talking about. They obviously have to be doing something, but I don't know what that something is yet, is the problem. Can't get up. There we go. Right. So the ball passes through this portal and just explodes. As of right now. I can make these changes here. The shape of what looks to be the first ball is this one. I changed it to something else, but it didn't do anything up there. These just seem to change the sounds. This is the same as the left portal. I think that is the same as this one. God, I get so turned around. Because that's what this shape already... And that's not what this shape is. This shape is this one. But that's the same as the one that I just set the other one to, right? Just because it looks like that. But I don't know, like, do I need to set them literally all to the right thing? Or can I do one at a time and, like, process of elimination this? This looks the same as that one. What if I just set them all to, like, the same thing? That's where I came from. Those are this one, I think. So what if I just set them all to like that? But what does that do? So now they're all set to that shape, as far as I'm aware. I just forget how to get back. So now they're all set to that shape. I don't... And they all make the same sound. I don't know if that does anything. Like, but really what I'm trying to do here is, like, learn something about how it works, right? Ideally, if I can learn something, that should help me unravel this, right? Like, get some information here. So what I want to do is learn, like, what the correct solution is for the first one that it hits. But what I'm worried about is that they all have to be right for it to work at all, and it'll just always break if they're not all right. But if I can, like, change this one around until it's right, and, like, the ball goes through it and doesn't break, maybe we can learn about why it's right, and then we do them one at a time. But I don't know if that's how that works. He just explodes in that first one. Very strange to me. Blew up. Wish there was a faster way to get back here, because this is really annoying every time. Okay, I want to go look at this one first. This is where you come through initially. This is where you start. So, this should be the bottom right one. And it's shaped like this. So this is the shape up there. This is the shape of the one opposite to it. No, it just explodes. As soon as it touches this north one, it blows up, which is disappointing. Oh, you mean up on the thing there? It does physically push the pieces. Up on the actual control panel, yeah. So I'm just looking at the, like, picture on my phone of what I have up there. Because so the piece for this portal up there is shaped like this one. The piece opposite to it is shaped like this. But we've already tried setting it to this one and it just blew up. And it also blew up when it was set to this one. So it's really only one of these two options, I guess. Or one of these three options. If we're sort of processing of, like, eliminationing it. I don't know. I'm gonna try this. And see what happens. I guess worst case we can just sort of process of elimination them. Which will take a while and be annoying, but maybe, like, if we can learn something about the first one, we can learn how to do the rest of them in an easier way. And so far we've learned that it's not like the top three left ones for that top one, so we might as well try some of the other options. It's not like these three for that one up there, that first north one. And so we can, like, the ball is physically pushing these around, but that was what my first thought was. Wait, did something happen there? No, it just blew up again. That's what my first thought was, but changing the control panels out there is not affecting this at all. Like, my thought was if that's what mattered, you could rotate these or something, right? Like I could adjust how these, I can turn these lights off, I guess, but I don't know what that does. But my thought was, like, if I adjusted the control panel, it would move this in a different way. And then it would give me hints as to how this, like, flows or whatever. But it doesn't, because changing the control panel doesn't change the orientation of these little things. And then you pull that and the lights just go back on. I do not know what those mean yet. This one just went off and then back on again. But I have no idea what that means. I'm a little bit lost. Wish I could get out faster. I'm gonna complain about that every single time. Yeah, I'm not sure what the intent is here. I understand that's like the purpose of these puzzles, obviously, but like I don't understand what... This one is interesting, right? I say this one is interesting because this is like the end point, right? This is where it finishes. So this is the last one. Which feels like it might be something. Oops. And as far as I can tell, this is the first one. We just set it to that, so we have this one and this one to try as well, I guess. Because we tried these two and it hasn't worked. So I have this one and that one. So let's try this bottom one and see if it goes through. I don't know. The only assumption that I have right now is that, like, they have to be the right frequency to let the ball through. There's two ways I can think of that, and one is that they all have to be like the same sound, but the sound is not necessarily the same shape because they're like sound things and they have to have the same frequency or whatever. That's a possibility. So they all have to be the same like sound thing. The other one is like sort of what we're doing now, that they have to be certain shapes, some sort of orientations. It just explodes. Well, can I skip this? I can't. I have to let it finish, which is annoying. Yeah, because like when I first saw this, I thought that these shapes that are here, that are rotating now, had something to do with it, and I had to like manipulate those shapes. But I don't, because these never change. Like there's no way to change the orientation of these shapes. So that is unhelpful. Well, so as far as I can tell, we have exactly one option left for I may have missed one because I've been not keeping track of this very thoroughly, but I'm like 85% sure that I've tried every option for this first gate now except for this one. What sound do we have on this one? No. Well, I don't really like doing it that way, but I'm sort of hoping that if we can figure out a pattern for the first one, like why the first one lets us through, then we can learn something. But like right now, we just don't know anything about how this works because we've never managed to get it through the first portal. So we don't know anything about how this works. That's the hope. But if it doesn't work now, then yeah, I've tried all of them. I don't get it. I'm pretty sure I've tried all of them. I did not notice a change in the ball's path at all. It just goes bleh and dies, and then here it just rotates. I did initially have, I think I was initially looking at the wrong one. I think I accidentally may have used the top left one instead of the direct opposite one. Like I think I was looking at this one instead of this one a few times. I may have missed one of these options, but I don't know. Which one would I have missed? I don't remember which ones I did though, is the problem. No. Then I could just start over and try to get them. I could just start over and try to like brute force them from this point, but that doesn't really seem that fun. Ugh. Okay, well, top left, I guess. I think this is the one that I would have missed if I looked at the other one the wrong way. But this is the only one that I don't have distinct memories of doing. Let's try this one. Oh, hello. It went through. Okay, so that's a start. Yeah, so am I. Because I think I was messing with this one. I'm pretty sure I tried that one on this one instead, because I got disoriented in the center. So what shape was that? I don't remember what shape that I just set that to. Was it this shape? Or this shape? Or something? Like, what shape mattered? I think I want to look at this again. Because I think there was something also about the lights. Right? I think the light went out, like, right as the ball went through. See? The light went out. right? The light that it went through went out right before it went through, which may be, but I don't know what that means. Like, my thought is maybe as the ball goes, like, around or something, the lights will change. Like, as the ball touches each of these things, maybe. But I don't see how that... Because the next one I went to is this one. Because it goes, like, around and through and then up. The next one I went to is this one, which would be this light, or this light, which is just off. But I don't think that makes sense. Right, because then this one is blank. Right, because it went through this first, which is this top one, and there's this here, and then this one is just blank. So how is this ever going to turn off if there's no light spot there? Let me look at this again. Right, so when does the light go off? Now. But these lights, I'm hearing clicking, but these lights aren't changing. I need to watch this like one more time. I feel like it's got to be something to do with the shapes, right? Because these shapes are the same symbols as the ones that are on the force field there. I feel like it might be something like maybe when like the dot is covered or something by like the shape rather than the ball. Almost just one more time. It goes out now, which is weird. And it's when this ball is on them. So I don't know how the shapes interact with them. Don't know how the shapes interact with them. Well, I have a picture of this. So let me go look at the one that I know is right now and see if there's like a pattern. There's also like the possibility that it's the sound that could be doing something. I went to the bottom left one next, right? Yeah. Okay. So there's two things that could matter here. One is the sound. Dun 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 dun. Right? And it's this is correct. If I look at the picture, that's like quite literally it's the shape of the top left one, but this is the north one. Yeah, it's very annoying actually. I've been skipping by it pretty quickly because if you stand here, it does this, which really bothers me. I've been trying to like go through it quickly. So this is the correct shape for here, which, looking at the picture, is the one to the left. It's like on the it's the one that like it's this. These are in the same. These shapes are in the exact same orientation that they are up there in the picture. So maybe it's, I need the ball, I need the thing to point at where the ball would be in that, like, because when the ball goes through this north portal that we're on in real life, on the control panel, the ball is here, right? Is what I'm seeing, is one thing that I'm thinking about. Like, here's, I don't know, you'll probably won't be able to see this very well, but here's the picture for context. Oh, why is my camera not on? My camera should be on. I didn't notice my camera wasn't working. No, I just didn't notice my camera wasn't on, and it's not working. That's really weird. I don't know how to fix that without like turning it off. I like definitely didn't unplug it or anything. Let me see. If, like, will one of my other scenes work with it on? No. My camera, like the light just isn't on, which is weird. The only thing I can think of is turning it off completely, like turning off the stream. But okay, well, let's just do that for now then, so that it's not ugly, and I guess we can deal with it. Okay, so the point I guess I was making is that these shapes are outlined or are in the same positions as they are on the control panel. We're currently physically standing at the north portal, but the ball on the control panel is here when we were at the north portal. So I'm thinking that, so the next place the ball goes is here. So if the southwest portal is this shape, does that work? These are the things that I'm thinking about. Because the next portal it went to is this one. Right, so if we make this shape. But that's a different sound. The only other thing I can think of is that it's like... Oh no, the sound is the same for the shape. The sound is shape-based. Right? But I don't think it can be the sound. So let's try this. If this works, then I think we know how to do it. If this doesn't work, we need to reevaluate. If the second portal works, I guess I'm saying we know how to do it. If it doesn't work, then we're going to need to reevaluate. I went too far. I went too far, maybe? No. Then we're going to need to reevaluate, I think. So let's see. So we get up and we pull. So if I understand this correctly, it should go through the top one and then the southwest one with no problem. Yep. Yes, okay, good. So then it goes northeast. Okay, so we can go work this out now, I think. So this is a lot less complicated than I thought it was. I thought it was going to be like some weird, like gotta rotate these shapes in the middle to fix things, or get the sounds marked. But it's just like wherever on the ball, or wherever on the control panel the ball is, we have to have that portal set to that shape. So I went to the northeast one next. So into this one next. This should actually just be pointed here to the northeast, because that's where the ball will be. And then where does it go? It goes to this one. Which is the... No, this is where I came from. Hang on, I got lost. So we go here, it goes through this one first, which we have set correctly. And then I think it goes here, which is the southeast one, which we have set correctly. Then it goes to the northeast one, which I think we have set correctly. So which way does it go from here? I feel like it goes this way, maybe? It's hard to tell. No, that's where I just was. It's gotta, well, so it goes north, and then here, and then here, and then this is the way out, so that has to be the last one, I guess. So by sort of process elimination, I guess it's got to go here, 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 here. So this should be the bottom. This should be this one. I think I might have lost track of things. Right, so it goes here first. Let's just follow it through so we don't have to come back. It goes here first, which is right there, and then it goes to the southeast one, or southwest one, I mean. So this should be pointed towards the top. Yep. And then it goes to the northeast one. So that should be the top right. Yes. So then it's got to go to the northwest one. Which, what should be this one then? I lost track. I keep losing track. I'm not good at this. This is the northeast. And it's here. So the northwest one has to be that one. Which means this last one over here should be the bottom one, I think. Let's hope this is the right idea. It seems to have played out so far, so I'd be surprised if it wasn't correct. But you never know with these things. Because, like, if I'm right here, the solution to the puzzle is just rotate the thing around one space at a time, which doesn't seem very puzzly. I mean, I guess we had to figure out what it meant and how to work it and stuff, but... Okay, well, here we go. Let's find out. Although I suppose I didn't look carefully to see if the shapes changed on the control panels, which they very well might have. I just assumed they're in the same orientation every time. It goes through there, and it goes through there, and then it goes through there, and then it goes through there, and it goes through there. There we go. We did it. So now this should go away. Yep, good. And we get like another little image of the bridge. So we should be done this age now, I think. So I took a picture of the pattern, which is what matters. And now I have to remember what order the pattern goes in. But there's only 3, and only one of them works at a time, so that's not really a problem. We just have to put them in. Because we go back to the entrance now. Is this the way to the entrance? I think it is. There. So now we go to these, because there's like 3 major puzzles. On each puzzle gave us like a hex pattern, or a hexagon pattern, right? So now we basically just have to do the hexagon pattern in each of these to raise the bridges, I think. I had a really hard time with the Roly Sonic puzzle. That took a lot longer than I thought it should for me to understand it. And then presumably, oops. And when I do this, this last bridge should go up. And then I don't know what I can do. I can open the door. Oh, there's more. Hello. Or is this just like an elaborate way to get to the book? Or are these more puzzles about rolly balls? I feel like this is just an elaborate way to get to the book. That chair looks supremely uncomfortable. Oh, hello. A video from what's his face? Worm Tongue.
20 long years alone. They tied me to a post. They burned their Myst linking books in front of me. They took everything I had. My wife. My 2 baby girls. And then, when I finally made it back to Narayan and I saw... It would have been better if I had died.
Okay. Oh, one thing you did miss, Doof, is that the stream crashed as per usual, and now my camera won't turn back on, so I don't know what the deal with that is, but that is a thing that occurred. Oh. Hello. This is a lot of stuff. What is going on? Just lights? Oh my god, I'm in the thing that dropped the balls. So wait, do I have to remember what order these things come in? When I push these, there's 4 of them. Green, red, yellow, blue. So this is the last one. I think the first one was the ring puzzle. So this one. Oh. Porque no los dos. Oh no, that's the last one. The ball's also dying somewhere along the way. So I mean, presumably this one is the first one then. I just want to see what all these buttons do, and then we'll figure it out, I guess. That's the first bridge. But the ball isn't making it there, which is kind of the issue. What else do we have? So we got the light buttons. So there's this one, which we haven't pushed. What happens here? The ball rolls across. So presumably we need to do something to keep those bridges up so that the ball can roll all the way there. This does something. So these are the colors. Oh, I see. Think? So the blue ball is dropping here and it does the blue puzzle, and then it's gonna go through, right, some sort of pattern here. Presumably it's gonna go straight. I don't know if that makes sense. But I don't know where I need to get it to. Do I need to get the blue ball to the end here? That seems to make sense, right? So I drop like the blue one and it goes through and then it hits like the red thing and that'll keep the bridge up maybe so that I can drop the red ball. So, but that doesn't make sense here because there's no way of getting to the red thing from here, right? Unless I can move these around somehow. Like I can't get to the red end point. I can make a loop. But that doesn't help, because unless I can move these shapes around. This one is fun because it's actually irrelevant, right? It's exactly the same no matter what direction you put it in. Does it come out of this, or does it come out of this? Like, my assumption is it comes out of this. Right, so now does the yellow one go through the green puzzle as well? And then into the red puzzle? Like, is this what's currently going to happen here? I'm confused. So I want to see if the yellow one goes all the way through. Like everything. Right? Because I think I'm rotating the tracks like underneath me now, so then when it goes inside. There we go, so it's the same ball now. So I think I need to get the same ball to go through all the puzzles. To turn on all the bridges. This is cool. At first I really didn't like how it was oriented, but I actually really like this age so far. So I guess I need to get a ball to go through every age. Or every puzzle. And then finish. So this one doesn't matter here because I need to enter into this red spot, which can only happen in one of two ways. It could be this way. That's fine. That's acceptable. So I think it drops here and then goes through. So can I get this one into the blue puzzle somehow? Not like this. So I don't think I can start with the yellow to green. It does. It's cool. So it starts here, goes here, and is now going to go green, but then it doesn't get to blue this way. And I can't make it get to blue. It's not possible to make it get to blue, so I can't go yellow, green. Can I go yellow, blue? Does that work if I do something like this? No. That one is irrelevant. Does that work? Right? So now it goes yellow, green. No. There we go. So it goes yellow, green. Red, which is not right. And I can't get it to turn around that way. So I don't think it can be yellow, green. So can I get the yellow one to the blue puzzle somehow? No, not that way. No, I don't think I can. So I have to start not at... I don't think yellow is where we can start from. So what if we started at green? Can we get that into the blue? No, we can't. Not from here. This puzzle this way is irrelevant. We can get it into the red one. Can't get it into yellow, so this goes into yellow. Oops. This goes into yellow, which then goes into green again. That's just an infinite loop, which I'm surprised they included. Green into yellow. I don't know how this works. Does this just shatter, or can they make right turns? I'm not sure. This looks... So what if we started at blue? I suppose. So there's only one option for blue. It goes through here into this, which means we need to line up something here. That doesn't help. That doesn't help. That could do it. If we go around this way. Into yellow. So now we go blue into yellow. And I thought I could get to green from yellow. Oh, yes, like this. So blue goes into yellow now, which goes into green. Which goes... This should do it. Okay, so if I start blue, this should do it. Let's see if we're right. It looks like we are, given that... Oh, it's putting me into the ball. Oh, at least it doesn't actually roll, because that would cause me no ends of motion sickness. This is fine. I can deal with this. But if we were physically rolling, I would die. This is okay somehow. I'm not having a bad time with this right now. Okay, that wasn't great. Yeah, this is really fun. I like this age a lot. Ooh, now we get to do the flippy boy. And then finally across the bridges. Oh, that's a new shape. Do I get a picture of that? Like I did the other one? I hope so. Okay, good. She just wanted to make a roller coaster. So there, we get another shape. So now we've got two shapes. And a book. Okay. I don't think I can start the next age. I don't think I have time. I'm going out for dinner with some friends for a birthday celebration. Maybe I can find the next age though and get into it. Let's see if we can do that. I think we did that one. Was it this one that we need to do? The one that looks like a bird on the opposite side of the like lab. Because we did that one. We just did that one. And I don't remember how to like navigate around this weird island. Right, because we did this one. This was like the colors. Yeah. So I guess we need to go to that one. How do we get in there? I don't remember. Through here, perhaps? Right, it's his weird little, like, house thing. Well, let's look at it while we're here. I think there were pages. Right, this was like, this let us get up to the top. We already did that. Oh, hey, a balance thing. Ugh, sorry. This wasn't a hint at all, in hindsight. Is this some sort of hint, too? Oh, yeah. Definitely not a hint. Okay, so I want to go out the other door. Because they're all in like the tusks. Oh, this is interesting. It makes sounds. I remember this. Ocean wind, bridge creaking, dune water. I want to get to there, but I don't know how to get to there. There was a thing that looked kind of like that flower in this room. But I am curious as to what... Right, there's like this thing. It's a flowery boy. You like crank the electricity, it opens. And eats a bug. But you can also move the root off of it and then crank this and like lights up the... makes the metal bits float or the rocks float or whatever. That doesn't really tell us anything. I feel like it's meant to, but it doesn't feel like it does as of right now. See, there's a door there. Can I get over there? How do I get there? That's the viewport for it. They all the other entrances had some sort of puzzle to get in. Don't know what this one could be. I got the bridge creaking sound right now. I've got like the water. But I don't know like if there's a sound that matters for that bridge or something. What is that? There's like a bulb on this wall here. What is this? That is what I'm looking at. Whistling Rock. What is that? I don't know what that is. Don't know. Gotta be something to do with it. Because that's where I'm going. There's probably some area that I'm like missing. Oops. I think I want to go back down. How do I get back down? Over here? No, over here. I feel like there's some sort of... There's got to be something to do with this. We point that in some area. There's gotta be... Oh, it's gonna be some area that I haven't, like, been to. Squee chirps. Well, it's making a sound. Can we... And the flowers seem to like the squee. Can I get chirps now? Yes, okay. Subtitles to the rescue again! The fact that there are subtitles for what the sounds were made me, like, assume that there was some sort of thing that mattered for the subtitles. Excellent. So we have another one of these puzzly boys. Oh god, I don't remember what the symbol over here is. Because I have these all taken pictures of. I think this is the birdie one. Yeah. Okay, so then this goes like here. This goes down here-ish. This goes straight at the bottom. And then this one goes like over here somewhere. We get it? Yes. This is something that I figured out before and then like just have taken pictures of the solutions. Idana. I like how there's a mechanism to open the book for you. Like, I'm not capable of turning a page on my own. This is definitely going to be the nature age. We've done the, like, mechanical... This music reminds me of, Barrow, the city building game, like Caesar 3. Okay, we're going to save here. I don't want to save over both of them so that I don't screw that up. Because I don't think I have... I've been going for just over 3 hours. I don't think I have time to do a whole other age. and I would much rather do the age in a single sitting rather than like come back halfway through and try to forget or try to remember what I was doing like a week later, which is likely what will happen. Pretty unlikely that I can play tomorrow. I'm doing some stuff for a friend's birthday, but there is a small chance in the evening, and then other than that, it's probably gonna be Wednesday is the next time I'm available to do anything. But yeah, we're gonna call it there. Thanks very much for hanging out, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. Yes, the VODs exist for the first parts if you want to catch up. I'm trying to catch up on actually getting things onto my YouTube channel from here as well. I'm not doing it in a very good way. I'm just ripping the VODs straight from Twitch without any editing or removing the intros or any nonsense like that. But it's just so that I don't lose the VODs from Twitch. I accidentally lost Call of, because I'm not like a partner or whatever. I can't keep them forever. I already lost the Call of the Sea one, but we did that in like 2 sessions anyway, so it wasn't a big deal. But I had the Witnesses saved, and you know, all the Myst games and stuff are saved so far, and Over didn't. So I need to be better about doing that. Not that you need to watch them there, but they're exactly the same there as they are on Twitch. It's just so they're archived and not getting lost anywhere. But yes, thanks for hanging out. Sorry I couldn't do more, but we did get another age done. I think there's only 3, so we're making progress in Myst 3. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back next time. Until then, I've been Sigmunds. See y'all later.